What is Moosehaven?
Moosehaven is a very unusual place. It's a very unique in the way it greets, handles, and meshes all types of backgrounds and lives. It's a very unusual place in that people tend to look after each other. They tend to respect each other.
Moosehaven, to me, has been a wonderful home. When I got here, I really was delighted with what I had decided to make my home. I didn't know about all the wonderful privileges we have, the wonderful care we get. It has been a big relief not to have to worry about paying bills and getting the tax things together.
Men are in heaven here because they have no bills, no worries, everything's taken care of for them, and taking care of us and our ills and aches and pains. But the thing about it is, it's just a beautiful place. I just want the people to know out there that this is the place to be, because of all the things we have. We don't have to clean our room. Ladies, this is really a thing. I mean, 3 times a week they come in and clean our room. I never had any of these things when I was home, and I made a good salary.
I love it. I don't have to cook anymore. I don't have to do laundry anymore. I don't have to make beds anymore. I don't have to do dishes anymore. I love it.
But I had no idea what it would be like living here. I had no idea how stress-free it would be, how protected I would feel. My husband died 9 months after we were here, only 9 months, and our biggest regret was that we never came sooner. And after we were here, our first month, he kept saying, I feel like we're here on vacation and we're going to have to go home, that we're here at a special resort and on vacation. But as we lived here, all he could say was, I'm so sorry we didn't come sooner.
When I got here, I realized what I was getting. You can't get that any other place, because I tried. I thought I would try one of these other places, you know, the home and everything. They weren't giving you anything. You still had to pay for certain things. And if you had a car, you had to pay for the gas and what have you. You'd have to have a lot of money to go to live in those places. This is my family now. I have a lot of family here, and I love them all. They've been wonderful to me.
It is probably the best kept secret in the whole order. People simply do not know about what this place is all about.
Moosehaven, an established 70-acre waterfront retirement community on the banks of the broad St. Johns River in the village of Orange Park, just south of Jacksonville, Florida. Moosehaven offers tastefully appointed living spaces for husbands and wives together, or for singles. Fine dining, spacious, gracefully landscaped grounds, and a broad range of facilities and programs to help keep oneself active in body, in mind, and in spirit. Moosehaven boasts a friendly and conscientious staff, excellent attention to its residents' everyday needs. And with the completion in 2002 of the magnificent 130,000 square foot Life Care Center complex, Moosehaven residents receive health care and modern assisted living services at a level unsurpassed in any community of its kind anywhere. But for all of what Moosehaven offers, no one can come live here simply by writing a check. No, the beauty, the comfort, the security and care of Moosehaven is only made available to qualifying retired men and women of the Moose and their spouses who've served at least 15 consecutive years of membership. If that describes you, or will describe you or a loved one of yours, then this is Moosehaven, your city of contentment. Indeed, with all the great things the Moose fraternity does for others, for kids in need at Mooseheart Child City and School, and in community service all over North America, Moosehaven, for more than 80 years, has always been a place that we've created and maintained just for our own. for our senior Moose brothers and sisters who were young and strong in times past, but are now in need of our helping hand. The original vision of the Moose fraternity's first Director General, James J. Davis, was to provide for both dependent children and Moose seniors on the Mooseheart campus, which had been established in 1913. But mixing those two groups on the same Northern Illinois campus proved impractical. So, a group led by Supreme Secretary Rodney Brandon was dispatched in late 1921 to search the southeastern United States for an appropriate property. It wasn't until the following August that they came across the abandoned 65-room Hotel Marion and 26 acres of land along the Dirt River Front Road, about 15 miles south of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. Brandon's group liked what they saw, and the fraternity purchased the property for $30,000. Brandon himself coined the name of Moosehaven, and the first 22 residents, most transferred south from Mooseheart, arrived and settled in on November 1st, 1922. Operated in its earliest years much like a communal farm, the campus grew to its modern-day dimensions by 1940, but all of its 33 present-day buildings have been either built new or essentially rebuilt since 1950. Today at Moosehaven, we certainly don't ask our residents to do farm labor. But through what's long been called the Sunshine Job Program, we do offer our seniors the opportunity to earn some extra spending money while prudently holding down campus expenses. Our residents can work as many or as few hours a week as they care to, doing whatever they're skilled at or would like. It could be keying in data in the office, delivering mail, basic yard upkeep, stocking shelves in the clothing store, working the convenience store cash register, or even handling minor repairs. However, most residents allow themselves plenty of time to take full advantage of Moosehaven's recreational activities. There are well-equipped facilities and training available in woodworking, ceramics, oils and watercolors, cooking, and more. For those whose taste in recreation is a bit more physically active, Moosehaven has broad, tree-lined lanes to traverse, either via a brisk walk or astride a cycle. And there's an on-campus exercise center, complete with a 4-lane bowling alley, a weight room, and a magnificent atrium swimming pool suitable for lap swimming and aquatic physical rehab. For fun that's a bit less strenuous, the same center has pool tables and other game room equipment, along with a refreshment counter. All that activity is apt to make anyone hungry. And Moosehaven's professionally staffed kitchens make sure every resident receives 3 deliciously prepared meals every day, which are enjoyed in truly beautiful dining surroundings. Of course, for most folks, there's everyday dining, and then there are special occasions, holiday feasts, and just special evenings out. There's plenty of both at Moosehaven. All the traditional seasonal celebration banquets, but also every month it's Friday night out, when the campus's Michigan building becomes a classy restaurant, with waiters and waitresses coming to your table to take your order. And after dinner, there's dancing to live music. At evening's end, residents take the short stroll home and retire for the night in their own well-designed rooms. And you might notice here that unlike many facilities of its kind, Moosehaven is designed to accommodate married couples in their living quarters, not split them up. Sunday mornings find most of Moosehaven's citizens making their way to what is both the geographic and spiritual center of the campus, the chapel. Built on a timeless interdenominational design, the chapel is the site of both a weekly Protestant service and a Roman Catholic Mass, with chaplains of both faiths on campus. Much of what a senior Moose member sees and experiences at Moosehaven is comfortingly traditional. Tree-lined lanes, living and dining rooms that are reminiscent of their former homes, recreational activities and facilities much like their original Moose home, including meetings of the campus's own Opportunity Lodge and chapter. But there's one major aspect of Moosehaven that isn't a bit old-fashioned: The sprawling $16 million Life Care Center, new in 2002, is cutting-edge 21st century in its facilities and programs for elder care and assisted living. And that, too, is comforting. The Life Care Center totals some 130,000 square feet in 4 basic components. First, there's the Chancellor Residence, whose construction was funded by the Women of the Moose, and the Peeler Residence. This pair of 2-story buildings are each home to roughly 50 residents who simply need a little extra help on a daily basis in getting dressed and in other routine activities. The third component is the Schmitz Health and Wellness Center, named after the Moose Fraternity's late Director General, Paul Schmitz. This is another 2-story structure, this one with a capacity of 72, designed for residents recovering from surgery or with other more intense short-term convalescent needs, as well as residents with more advanced Alzheimer's-type symptoms. Rounding out the facilities of the Life Care Complex is the single-story common area, with physical therapy and rehabilitative areas, a pharmacy, family dining, a central kitchen, medical offices and meeting areas, plus a pleasant Main Street area offering a men's barber shop, ladies' beauty salon, and a small country store. In a way, the Life Care Center complex is a modern and tangible demonstration of the commitment that the Moose Fraternity has always made to every resident who's ever been admitted to Moosehaven. The commitment that from this day forward, every need, every expense, every bill will simply be taken care of, thereby enabling a resident to completely relax with a sense of security, to shed all of the cares, stresses, and worries, financial and otherwise, that are inevitably a part of life. That is, a part of life before you retired to Moosehaven. Indeed and truly, your city of contentment.
We'd been here twice before, and we knew it was a nice place, but when we came down, we were just overwhelmed with how much nicer it was than what we could see by just walking through for an hour. The food is out of this world, and that's so important to everybody, particularly me, who you tell likes to eat. The most important thing about it all is the marvelous people that run this place, and they do everything in the best possible way. They treat you wonderfully. And I don't think what we get here is available at any price, and their wonderful, happy spirit of wanting to do more and more for you all the time. Never anything you want, their immediate reaction is, let's see how we can do that. We have been very fortunate in our lives, and we moved from one happy situation to another. So we've gone from looking at mountains to looking at this gorgeous St. John's River out here. It's an absolutely wonderful life.